If right now you've been telling yourself for years that the reason you haven't done certain things is because you don't have money or is because you don't have support, you have already trained your brain to be someone who needs other things outside of themselves to succeed. Hello and welcome back. My name is Juditha and I am your mindset coach and dream life advocate. In this space, we talk about all the things that matter when you're trying to create your dream life. So today, we are going to talk about what exactly you need to build the life that you dream of, right? To build that life that for some of you feels impossible. You might have excuses like, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough resources. Whatever the case may be, this video specifically, I'm going to be talking about why you don't need more money to create your dream life. What you actually need is faith, patience, perseverance, resilience, courage, a willingness to step out of your comfort zone consistently. And when you do all of those things, money is a byproduct. Feeling taken care of by the universe, by God, is a byproduct, right? But we have been conditioned into thinking that the money comes first. But here's the thing, God has a way of providing for you as soon as you set the intention, because sometimes life feels more physical than it is mental. But what I have uncovered from working with clients, from doing this work on myself, is that life is more mental than it is physical. Okay, our brains is literally affecting the matter, our physical reality. It is shaping it, right? Through our thoughts, through our actions, through our beliefs. That is what is shaping your reality. So with all that being said, know that what you actually need to change your life is not more money. More money is never the first answer. Okay, eventually it could become the byproduct. But what you really have to do is be willing to sit in what I call the character development stage. Okay, that is the stage that you are in for 90% of your life. Okay, whenever you have a goal, and you are sitting in between where you are and where you want to be, like that space in between, that's the character development stage, right? And for some, and I want to say that it's never ending. Okay, I want to say that we are going to spend our lives forever evolving, and it doesn't have to be something that sounds like, oh my God, this is going to be happening forever. It's something that to get excited about. Like, I'm always going to be evolving if you choose to. So here's what you need to do. If there is anything that you feel called to do and you feel like money is the reason why you can't, why you shouldn't, or why it's hard right now, the first thing that I want you to develop is a different perspective on life. I want you to develop a new perspective on why you are where you are. Instead of feeling like, woe is me, I just have less than, I was born into this, I never had anything, no one has ever helped me. Instead of feeling that way, start to take on the perspective of, I'm here and I have this dream, I have this goal, and there is nothing within me that feels like I would have a dream that I could not fulfill, that God did not intend for me to take action on, right? And that's another thing. You have to believe in God. You have to believe in something bigger than yourself, because if you don't, you might as well click off of this video right now, because I can't do anything for you, okay? So you have to believe in a higher power. And the way how I know that it's real, that a higher power is always working with me, is that when I look back on my life, and this is what I want you to do, look back on your life and look at the situations and circumstances that you were in previously where it felt like you would never get out of, right? I know there were things that went bad, and for some time, some period, you probably felt like you would never make it through, but you did, right? You somehow made it through. Somehow there was the right person, the right place, the right time. It all just happens in a way that you could not have predicted, and that you can't see until you get to the other side of it. You are not a victim. You don't have to be a victim. Don't choose to be a victim anymore. It doesn't matter what life looks like. You are more than capable of making it out of wherever you are with whatever you have. And we know this also because there are people who have come from the dirt and have created magnificent lives for themselves. Okay, Oprah Winfrey, The Rock, who else? Shoot, if we want to even take it back way further, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, like there are people who have come from things that are atrocious and have still been able to make a better situation for themselves, because where there is a will, there is a way. So if you have a will for things to change, money can't be the reason why you don't. Money can't be the thing that stops you. Okay, you have to step into the lens of, I am someone who is going to figure this out. Try on the perspective that if I'm here, okay, it's fine. My choices brought me here, but I don't have to stay here. It does not matter what I don't have have yet. I don't have to stay here. To start to adopt a new perspective about life and about where you are. The second thing that you're going to do is start to shift your identity, the way that you see yourself. Okay, that matters more than anything, because you have to see yourself as someone who can do anything. You have to see yourself as someone who is blessed, someone who can figure it out, someone who is resourceful. Because when you do that, when you start to identify as that type of person, you are literally training your brain on how to act. You are training your brain on how to be from this point forward. If right now you've been telling yourself for years that the reason you haven't done certain things is because you don't have money or is because you don't have support, you have already trained your brain to be someone who needs other things outside of themselves to succeed. So now we have to undo that, and that's fine. And how we undo that is every time your brain tries to bring you an excuse of, I don't have this, I don't have that, tell yourself, you know what, whatever I don't have, I can be resourceful. I can figure this out. I am not meant to stay here. And as simple as that sounds, it's the simple things that will change your life in the most drastic ways. So as simple as it sounds, to start to identify as someone who can instead of someone who can't, as simple as that sounds, that if you just did that alone, that would be life changing. If you took nothing else from this and you just took, let me change my identity to start thinking of myself as this person. Know that this version of you that you call me right now was created based on what your parents have told you, based on what your culture has taught you, based on what society has showed you. You have taken all of those lessons, all of those things, all of those thoughts from other people, and then you created this person that you call me. And when this person that you call me is no longer in service to the bigger goals that you have, when this person that you call me is no longer taking that consistent action to create the life that you feel called to create, that's when you know it's time to change. So here is what you're actually gonna do. I want you to really imagine what you want life to be like 5 years from now, 1 year from now, 3 years from now. I want you to really think about it. Like, if you had it your way, if you weren't concerned about having more money, having more resources, having anything that you feel you need in order to create that life, if that wasn't the biggest concern to you and you felt like what you wanted was realistic, what would you dream about? What would you create? I want you to hold that goal in your mind. And once you have it, I want you to reverse engineer it. Because if right now you aren't taking action to make sure 5 years from now that's what your life will look like, then that's the first place to start. That's how you create the life that you want. So if nothing else, just remember that what you actually need is not money. Okay, the things that you need are built and cultivated within you. And when you have those, the money is a byproduct. Your dream life is a byproduct. The success is a byproduct. It's not the other way around. Okay, we have been brainwashed. But this is why you're here, because we are unwiring and rewiring our brains to work for us instead of against us, okay? That is it for today. I hope this was helpful. I hope you bloomed. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.